Hey, how we doing? Welcome back. This is Justin from Packet Attack, Networking and Security. Just my second video here. I know it's been a while since I did my first video. A lot of personal things going on, moving, had a baby girl. Today, I actually want to talk about a dynamic ADVPN using FortiGate. Common issue that has come up multiple times in some deployments for customers, where a spoke does not form its shortcut to another spoke. There's actually a good Fortinet forum post out there, and I'm going to share it in the description on this issue. But what I want to do is show you guys a topology, show you how to troubleshoot the step once you see it live in the field, how you can diagnose it yourself and fix it. So yeah, here we go. Let me show you the topology here. Alright, so here we go. So we have here a Fortinet ADVPN single hub, right? This is the AS65000. Everything is within the same autonomous system number. As you see here, we've got a single hub. We've got spoke 1, spoke 2, Thor spoke. This is actually my home router and my management PC here. So what I want to show you guys is, right now my Thor spoke, I'm actually able to build a dynamic tunnel over to spoke 1. However, my shortcut is not forming to spoke 2. And I can show you guys kind of how I see it within just even using a ping command, right? Let me bring up my... So for my management PC, I'm going to show you here that here's my IP right here. And I've already built this topology, so I'm going to show you guys how I can ping over here to the hub. I am pinging 10.128.5.254. Okay, got a good ping there. That's my hub. My IPsec is actually formed to the hub here. And then now I'm going to ping over to spoke 1. It's 10.128.10.254. You can see there. So in your dynamic ADVPN, your VPN is actually first hitting the hub, and then the hub is forming up your spoke to spoke IPsec tunnel. So my Thor's FortiGate here is creating a separate IPsec tunnel dynamically over to spoke 1. And we can look at that here in the gate. Let me get over there. Okay. I wanted to show you guys the dynamic spoke that's built here. As you can see, here's my tunnel over to the hub, and then the spoke is built with the _0. Okay. Now, let's do a ping test over to spoke 2 and let's see what happens. That's 10.128.12.254. I'm timing out. What's going on here? Now I'm not getting anything. See, that's strange. So that tells me there's something going on with spoke 2 that we need to troubleshoot. We need to look at our IKE, see what's going on there. So let's jump on over. Here's our spoke 2. Let's take a look at our IPsec. Well, look, we have a tunnel over to the hub, but nothing formed over to Thor spoke. So let's take a look at that. See, as we can ping over to our see, I can do testing from spoke 2, and I can ping over to Thor. But you see what's happening, we're not forming up a shortcut. What's happening is our traffic is actually still just flowing through the hub over to its destination. And we can see that by doing a trace route. See, it's actually hitting our hub. It's actually flowing through here, hitting the hub, and then coming over to Thor. We don't want that. We want our shortcut to form. So let's figure out why. Why is it not forming? So I'll put this little file here for our troubleshooting steps. So we showed that the shortcut is forming between our Thor and spoke 1 with a ping request, right? We showed shortcuts not working between Thor and spoke 2 with a ping request. We could see that, and with a trace route. So we know that spoke Thor can build a shortcut to spoke 1. So we need to focus on troubleshooting on spoke 2. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some IKE debugs on spoke 2. Let's try to see what's going on. Let's see if we can get some errors to help us identify the problem, why it's not forming. I'm going to go ahead and use these commands, and actually I'm going to again put this technical tip from FortiGate, Fortinet's knowledge base in the description so you guys can read it. It's actually what I've discovered several months ago. Long after I'd already figured out this problem for a customer, but I hope this video too helps add on to this. So let's go ahead and do some debug. So we're going to do a diag debug reset, and then we're going to do a diag debug application IKE -1. So that's going to basically enable debugging for 30 minutes. Yep. DI debug console. This is going to put the debug in the console for you so we can see it in real time. It's going to put your debug in English. I don't know if that's needed or not, but that was in the guide. Okay, so boom, there we go. We immediately started seeing something happening. Let's take a look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring up my ping request again. And as soon as my ping actually hits the hub and tries to form that shortcut, we should immediately start seeing some errors here, or start seeing some logs. So let's try it. it times out. So we can just cancel that. So let's see here. We've got quite a bit of information here, but let's go through it, okay? Receiving authentication is succeeding. New dynamic tunnel, adding new dynamic tunnel. What's this right here? Could not create dial-up name, spoke to, long ID 10, too long. Okay, so that helps us right there. Could not form up. So we're getting past, you know, we're getting to the end of forming up phase 1, but we cannot. We're getting a create dial-up name. Could not create dial-up name. The ID is too long. It brings me back. Let's take a look at this technical tip from FortiGate. This article describes reasons why sometimes ADVPN shortcuts can between spokes do not establish, despite the ADVPN works between the hub and spoke. Okay. The issue arises from ADVPN shortcut reply to the spoke. So there's actually a 15 character limit on your dial-up names. The dial-up name is going to be the interface that you, the tunnel interface name that you have attached to your WAN interface, where your IPsec is going to reside and build. You can see here in this example, they're showing the same issue that we encountered here. Interface name is too long. In total, 15 characters are being used. So the solution: shorten your name, shorten your interface name. And I can show you guys here on my device here, my door spoke. That's actually going to be fine, but looking over here at our issue, FortiGate, you can see here, and I did this as just an example for this video, but actually created the name to be exactly 15 characters, so anything longer than that, just the _0 when it builds that tunnel, that shortcut, makes it too long. So, but that's it. I hope this really helps you guys out when you're working on your ADVPN setup with FortiGate. It's really a great system. It really is for building dynamic tunnels. If you're scaling your networks to tens, even just 10 sites, it's worth it to build a dynamic infrastructure for your VPNs. I've used dynamic setups with Cisco, Palo Alto, but in my opinion, the Fortinet ease of use, setup, management is hands down the most easiest I've ever worked with. So I know that sounds kind of fanboyish, but it's true. And the price to entry to build a dynamic VPN infrastructure is bar none. Fortinet's the way to go. Well, I hope this video has helped you guys out some. If you want to talk more about this setup, and if you need some high-level answers on your own deployment, feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll follow up on them. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to have more videos coming out. I've got some ideas for some great videos. Also, what I'm trying to do with this channel is actually get a little bit deeper, a little more technical than a lot of other channels do on YouTube. There's a lot of great YouTubers that talk kind of like high level and entry level know-how, knowledge guides, right? But I'm trying to peel back the layers and go a little bit deeper. I'm going to talk about some real life topologies, troubleshooting, and just some deeper analysis, right? In ways that someone may use this in real production. So again, thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.